And today, we're actually the worst prank deaths ever. We watched one similar to this. I think it was probably the same title, but just different events. You know, I think one of the ones we watched where somebody had the underwear around the man's neck. That was egregious work. But let's get into it. Let up.
In January 2021, a 20-year-old named Timothy Wilkes wanted to make a prank video for YouTube. The idea was simple. He and a friend would run at strangers with butcher knives, pretend to rob them.
Yeah. Right. Okay. This is the joke. This is the prank. Run down on a nigga. Right. And rob them. Act like we finna rob a nigga out of an alleyway. Okay. I see. I see. Okay.
And film their reactions. They went to a parking lot outside a trampoline park in Nashville. It was late at night, and they spotted a group of people hanging out. So Timothy ran at them with the knife out. But one of them, a 23-year-old named David Starnes, had a gun. He saw a stranger sprinting at him with a blade, so he shot him.
Wow.
Timothy died before he could say it was a
shit! It's a prank! He didn't even get to do that. That's probably all he is. Wait, it's a and it was over. Wait! Nigga threw his hands up. You know, motherfucker quick to, that's just a natural response. Oh! Trying to play around, bro. This nigga lost his life in Tennessee.
Prank. Police arrested David, but let him go without charges.
Yeah.
It was self-defense. He had no way of knowing it was a joke. Royal prank call. In December 2012, two Australian...
Damn, bro, dying over a prank call. I used to think, I don't know if y'all always like this too, bro. I used to love prank calling niggas, bro. That prank calling niggas was like the funniest thing in the world to me. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I used to prank call a motherfucker about real life shit. I already told y'all about how I called my cousin's uncle, told him that we were cutting off his phone because he worked for, he had Boost Mobile. I already told you that. But I also called my stepdad and told him that we were repossessing his car. I used to do shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Good ones. Be like that stress. I'll be on the phone crying, bro. I used to love a good prank call, bro. Damn, man, the good old days. Star 69 joints, you remember them?
Radio DJs named Mel Gregg and Michael Christian thought it would be funny to prank call a hospital in London. Kate Middleton, the Duchess of Cambridge at the time, and now Princess of Wales, was there with bad morning sickness, and the whole world wanted to know how she was doing. So they called the hospital pretending to be Queen Elizabeth.
My cousin prank called my granddad talking about renewing his subscription.
And Prince Charles. A nurse named Jacinta Saldanha answered and fell for it. She transferred the call, and another nurse gave out details about Kate's condition. The DJs aired the whole thing, and it made news everywhere. Everyone laughed. No one got hurt. 3 days later, Jacinta was found dead.
Oh.
She was 46. She left 3 notes blaming the prank call, and she didn't even give out the information. She just answered the phone. The DJs never faced charges, but the show got canceled. Ecuador War of the Worlds.
Shit.
In 1938, a radio host named Orson Welles did a Halloween broadcast in America where he pretended aliens were invading Earth. He made it sound like a real news report, and thousands of people believed it.
No, fool. No, bro. Hell no, bro. Hell no, bro. I don't know, bro. I can't, come on, man. What was the niggas doing? They got that scared?
11 years later, a radio station in Ecuador decided to do the same thing. But Radio Quito wanted to go bigger. In the days before the show, the newspaper that owned the station published fake reports about strange objects in the sky. So by the time the broadcast came on, people were already nervous. And it worked. Police and firefighters rushed out of town to fight the aliens. Other radio stations picked up the story and started reporting it too. When Radio Quito finally told everyone it was fake, nobody laughed. A mob surrounded the building and set it on fire.
Whoa!
The people trapped inside called for help, but the police didn't come. They thought it was still part of the joke.
Oh!
At least 6 people burned to death, including the girlfriend and nephew of the producer, Leonardo Paez. The army had to bring in tanks and tear gas to stop the mob. Paez fled to Venezuela and never came back.
Hey, before we dive back into the video, I know y'all normally skip these ads, cause I ain't gonna lie, I do too. But don't skip me just yet, because the guys over at Free Cash are supporting this video. Free Cash is the program where you can literally earn money by trying out free apps and games. It is 100% free to sign up. All you need is an email and a password. You'll see a list of games with tasks like reach level 5 or complete a few missions. And once you do that, they credit your account. Credits from the real cash where you cash out through PayPal or gift card. You do not have to worry about them selling your data. They track your progress so that way they know when to pay you. And the reason this works is very simple. Games and apps want more people on their platform. They pay Free Cash to get people onto their app, and Free Cash shares the money with you. It's very simple. I've had a lot of supporters come to me saying they're making an extra $5 to $10 a day. Not life-changing, but it adds up. Very rarely I've seen very big payouts. I've had somebody come to me said they made $500 before. No data to lose, no money to lose. It's free, fast, and it's paying people every single day. Hit the link in my description or scan the QR code on the screen. Try a couple games and DM me when you cash out. Lay y'all, let it. No. No way. That's crazy. I went ding that this with my homeboy and his cousin. His cousin done it. They broke the door down and dude chased us with a gun.
Daddy05.
No, that's crazy.
In 2017, a YouTube channel called Daddy05 had 750,000 subscribers and 176 million views. Mike and Heather Martin filmed pranks on their 5 kids almost every day. Most of the pranks targeted the 2 youngest 9-year-old Cody and 11-year-old Emma. In one video, the parents poured fake ink on the carpet and then screamed at Cody until he cried, calling him a liar. In another, Mike shoved him into a bookcase hard enough to give him a bloody nose.
What's happening?
And in another, the dad told one of the older kids to slap Emma across the face. He
What
did,
is happening?
and she started crying. A YouTuber named Philip DeFranco saw the videos and called it child abuse.
Yeah, somebody should step in.
So the police got involved, and Cody and Emma were taken away and given back to their biological mother.
There we go. Yeah, that's what we're, yeah, there we go.
Hall. She hadn't seen them since 2014, after she was tricked into signing over custody. Both parents were charged with child neglect and got 5 years probation. They hired a PR firm to help with their apology video. YouTube deleted the channel. The Martins tried to start new ones, but YouTube banned them again.
Hell no.
But when Cody saw his real mom for the first time, he said he hated her. Mike and Heather had told him she threw him away like garbage, and Emma asked her mom for cheese because she wasn't allowed to have it at the Martins' house. Danny Santulli.
But did somebody die or am I tripping? I'm glad nobody died. Is this just, okay, it's just telling you about, that's fine. I don't want nobody to die in that situation. I don't want nobody to die, period. But especially here with children, I don't want to hear nothing about that. So I'm glad.
October 2021, an 18-year-old named Danny Santulli from Eden Prairie, Minnesota started his freshman year at the University of Missouri. He wanted to join a fraternity called Phi Gamma Delta, also known as Fiji. During the pledge process, Danny had already been hospitalized once after they made him climb into a trash can filled with broken glass.
Nobody made you do shit. What are you talking about? Nigga said they made him jump into a trash can, but no, that nigga ain't make me do nothing. You crazy? Unless y'all threw me in that motherfucker, he didn't make me do shit.
Night of October 19th, Danny and the other pledges were told to take off their shirts.
They were blind. Man, see? Bro, what's up with this hazing shit, bro? What we doing taking our shirts off? What are we doing, bro? Just coming up with shit. Take your shirt off. Come on, bro.
Folded and brought down to the basement.
I'm doing that for 1,000? Hell no.
For something called Pledge Dad Reveal Night. Danny's pledge dad handed him a bottle of Tito's vodka and told him to finish it within an hour. Other members poured beer down his throat through a tube. By 11 p.m., Danny couldn't stand anymore, so they put him on a couch. His lips turned blue and his skin went pale.
Can we take the blindfold off this?
Lay there for over an hour while security cameras recorded everything. When they finally tried to carry him to a car, they dropped him on his head.
Bow!
By the time they got to the hospital, his heart had stopped. His blood alcohol level was 0.486, nearly 6 times the legal limit.
Shit.
Danny survived, but he can't walk, talk, or see. He can hear, but he can't respond. His attorney called it the worst fraternity hazing injury ever in the United States. The fraternity had been sanctioned for alcohol violations just 13 days before. They were shut down, and 11 members were charged. His family sued 23 of them and settled. His dad watched the security footage because he wanted to see what they did to his son. In December 2024, President Biden signed the Stop Campus Hazing Act, the first federal anti-hazing law, partly because of what happened to Danny. He's 21 now, and he still needs care around the clock.
Bro, what up, bro? Thank you for this raid. He can't walk, talk, or see. This is how this nigga has to be now, right here. For hazing to be in a frat. Trying to be in a frat. Thank you, bro. Had this nigga in a situation where he's not able to walk, talk, or see from drinking too much alcohol.
Tanner Cook. In April 2023, a 21-year-old YouTuber
we all know this one.
named Tanner Cook walked into a mall in Virginia looking for someone to prank. Cook ran a channel called Classified Goons with about 50,000 subscribers. He made $2,000 to $3,000 a month by getting reactions out of strangers. He would pretend to vomit on Uber drivers.
Why they expose that nigga bank like that?
And follow random customers through stores. Local sheriff's deputies already knew who he was from previous calls. That day, Cook spotted a DoorDash driver named Alan Coley picking up a food order. So he walked up behind him, held his phone about 6 inches from his face, and started playing a phrase on loop through Google Translate. "Hey dipshit, quit thinking about my twinkle." Coley told him to stop, but Cook kept going. Coley backed away, but Cook followed. The whole thing lasted less than 30 seconds. Then Coley pulled out a gun and shot
that nigga. Bow!
him in the chest. The bullet hit Cook's liver and stomach, and shoppers fled the mall thinking it was a mass shooting. Cook survived. At trial,
nigga pulled a gun and shot that man. About a prank. Said, boy, I bet keep playing with me. Hey, leave me alone. Wham!
Cook said he had no idea he had scared or angered Coley, but the jury sided with Coley and ruled it was self-defense. Cook was 6 feet 5 inches and had been walking toward a stranger who told him 3 times to stop. Coley was only found guilty of firing a gun inside a building. After the verdict, a reporter asked Cook if he was going to stop making prank videos. He said no. "We're going to continue the videos. It is what it is. It's God's plan at the end of the day."
He's still doing it to this day, I think.
Sam Pepper kidnapping. In November 2015, a YouTuber named Sam Pepper uploaded...
This nigga looks like a fucking idiot. Sam Pepper.
Uploaded a video called Killing Best Friend Prank. Pepper had 2 million subscribers and a history of crossing lines. A year earlier...
I think I've seen this actual video.
He groped women on the street for a video, and the LAPD opened an investigation after multiple women accused him of sexual assault. But he kept making videos. This one showed 2 friends, Sam Golbach and Colby Brock, getting grabbed off the street. A masked man taped Golbach's hands and feet, put a bag over his head, and stuffed him in a trunk. The next shot showed both of them tied up on a rooftop. The masked man pointed a gun at...
I know, we're back. I know, it's almost over, and then that's it, guys.
Brock's head.
I know.
Golbach started screaming. "We're just kids from Kansas," he yelled. "He's everything I have." Then the masked man pulled the trigger, and Brock's body slumped over. Golbach sobbed for a full minute, believing his best friend was dead. Then Brock sat up and told him it was all a prank.
I got you. It's a prank. Fucker. Yeah. I'm not actually dead. I didn't actually get shot in my head.
Over 100,000 people signed a petition to ban Pepper. The hacker group Anonymous hacked his website and told him, "Your life is essentially ruined." YouTube refused to remove the video. They said it didn't break any rules. A few months later, Pepper made all his videos private and tweeted, "I give up. Reset Toothpaste Oreo."
Damn, the fucking person probably has some shit. I'm about to expose something to him. Are we streaming right now or not, guys? Am I still even on stream right now? I'm really not sure due to the unfortunate, what's it called? I still have video, like it's still, like the video's not done. Okay,
Oreo. In January 2017, a 19-year-old YouTuber in Spain named Kangua Ren got a dare from one of his followers. They asked him to replace the cream inside Oreos with toothpaste and feed them to someone. Ren, who went by
Okay.
Reset and had 1.2 million subscribers, found a 52-year-old homeless man named Gorge begging outside a supermarket in Barcelona.
Yikes.
Gorge had escaped dictatorship in Romania and spent time in a mental hospital before ending up on the streets.
Yikes.
Ren gave him the
Yikes.
cookies and about $24. While filming, Ren admitted he might have gone too far. Then he laughed and said at least it would help clean the man's teeth, since he probably hadn't brushed them.
Shit. Okay. Alrighty. Damn. That nigga just he was woofing like that. Probably fucking brushed his dirty ass teeth anyway. Probably has brushed his teeth and that's the joke, huh? Okay.
Since he became poor. Gorge threw up after eating the cookie. He later told a reporter he had never been treated so poorly in all his years on the street. When the video blew up, Ren offered the man's daughter $360 to not file a lawsuit.
Ren, you gotta come bigger than that, brother.
It didn't work. He became the first YouTuber ever found guilty for a prank. The judge sentenced him to 15 months in prison, ordered him to pay $24,000, and banned him from social media for 5 years. When asked why he did it, Ren told the court, "People like what is morbid." He made about $2,400 from that video. Scare tactics. In March 2002, the Sci-Fi Channel was filming the first episode of a new hidden camera show called Scare Tactics. The idea was to put people in horror movie situations and film them freaking out. They needed someone to scare. They found Cara Blanc. She was a grade school teacher in Los Angeles who also worked as a trained crisis counselor. Her friend Travis Draft told her he was taking her to a fancy Hollywood party, so she got in the car with Draft and another actor named Matthew Murtha. But Draft wasn't just a friend. Blanc had worked with him before on a fake documentary. On the way, the car broke down on a remote desert road. Then, an alien showed up. Draft and Murtha acted like they were being killed and told Blanc to run. So she ran through a dark canyon in the middle of nowhere while hidden cameras caught it. Blanc ended up in the hospital multiple times, and the episode never aired. She sued for assault and emotional damage. The insurance company paid her off, but the show ran 10 more years anyway, calling itself Scaring People Safely since 2003. Balloon Boy.
No, bro, I ain't gonna lie, she kind of just finessed their ass.
On October 15th, 2009, a silver balloon shaped like a flying saucer floated across the sky in Colorado. Richard and Mayumi Heaney called 911 and said their 6-year-old son Falcon was trapped inside. The whole country watched live as the balloon drifted for 2 hours. Helicopters followed it. And when it finally landed near Denver International Airport, rescue teams rushed to open it. But Falcon wasn't inside. Everyone assumed he had fallen out and died. And then the family went back inside their house, and there he was, hiding in the attic the whole time. That night, the Heens went on Larry King Live. The host asked Falcon why he didn't come out when everyone was calling for him. The boy looked at his parents and said they told him to do it for a show.
Oh! My mommy and daddy told me to do it. Why did they do that? They got way too deep. And they didn't have the conversation with him before. Hey, when we get on here, this is what you say. They just were going to let him come out there and just let them air his shit. Like
the next morning, the family went on the Today Show. Falcon threw up on live TV. Police looked into it, and the mother eventually confessed. The Heens had already been on Wife Swap and wanted their own show, so they faked the
for fame and fortune.
Whole thing. Richard got 90 days in jail and had to pay $36,000.
90 days for what? Lying?
Mayumi got 20 days. Their 3 sons, including Falcon, had been in on it the whole time. Corb forehead tattoo. On November 29th, 2000, a DJ at a hard rock station called Corb in Iowa went on the air with an offer. Anyone who tattooed the station's logo on their forehead would get $150,000.
Get the fuck out of here. Not happening. Get the fuck out of here. Why would you fall for that? It's the dumbest shit in the world. That's the dumbest shit in the world. Why would you fall for that?
Paid out over 5 years. David Winkleman heard it and called his
paid out over 5 years? So you would get $150,000 paid out over 5 years. What's that? Divided by 5. You would get $30,000 a year. Hell no. No.
Son, Richard Goddard. They called the station to make sure it was real. They said it was. So they went to a tattoo parlor and got the station's logo permanently inked across their foreheads. 93 Rock and Quad City Rocker. A station employee came with them, paid for the tattoos, and took photos for the website. And then they told them it was a joke. Winkleman and Goddard sued.
No. 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 Yo, you gotta be bogus as fuck to sit there, see that happen, and you just be like, bitch, we got you. Be easy. That's hell no. Ain't no fucking way.
But Winkleman dropped his lawsuit, and Goddard never showed up in court. His case was thrown out. Both men lost their jobs and couldn't find work. 2 years later, Goddard was beaten with a hammer and nearly killed by people he lived with. He'd been made fun of constantly over the tattoo. And in 2010, Winkleman was arrested on an unrelated charge. His mugshot went viral. He still had the tattoo 10 years later. The station had changed its name 6 years before that. Mooninite Panic.
You gotta think about the type of people that would do that, though. Yeah, I'd imagine it's probably some pretty, I'm fucked up type of people.
On January 31st, 2007, a commuter in Boston spotted something strange stuck to a beam under Interstate 93. It had wires, batteries, and blinking lights. So he told the police, and they called the bomb squad. Over the next few hours, they found nearly 40 more of them around the city, on bridges, overpasses, and subway stations. So they shut down I-93 and closed the Longfellow Bridge. The Coast Guard stopped all boat traffic on the Charles River, and then they figured out what they were looking at. The devices were LED signs, about the size of a light bright toy. They showed a cartoon alien giving the middle finger. It was a character called a Mooninite from the Adult Swim show Aqua Teen Hunger Force. A marketing company had hired 2 local artists to put them around the city to promote an upcoming movie. Except the same signs had been put up in 9 other cities, including New York, Los Angeles, and Chicago. They had been up for weeks, and nobody else called the bomb squad. In the end, Cartoon Network had to apologize, and the head of the network resigned. The 2 artists got arrested, though the charges were eventually dropped. Boston was...
I was about to say, bro, ain't no fucking way. They paid us to do this.
The only city that panicked, and it cost them $2 million to find out it was just a joke. If you'd like to see more...
Hell no. This is bogus as fuck. That means, let me know what y'all think. Like the video, sub up, comment, bitches, channel, layout, picture, girlfriend, we gone.